Hi YouTube, and welcome to my garage. What I thought I'd run through tonight is I've been in here a couple of hours this afternoon, and I've been modding some of the bushcraft stuff that I have acquired in the last few months. So let's get to it. Okay, first up here we have the Hultafors GK knife. Now, as it stands, it comes in this plastic sheath, which doesn't have this, and this is the bit that I've modded. Just show you what I did here. Basically, the 50mm nylon strap was just a leftover from an old hold-all that I salvaged, and basically glued the two halves together with some epoxy. Let that dry under a press, leaving a bit of a hole in the middle, obviously where I could sew the button on, and then that just fits through that hole there, and it clamps down. It's pretty bomb proof. There you go. That allows a little bit of twisting. Make sure that goes in there. So that's my first mod. Okay, this is my Stanley Cook Pot. I got it off Amazon or eBay or something, about £15. There's one or two popular modifications to this particular cook pot that allow you to use it for on or over open fires. So I'll just run you through the mods that I've implemented so that you can see the whys and the wherefores, really. So the first thing I did was to trim off about 1/8 of an inch just there, using a Dremel cutting wheel. And what that allows you to do is to actually push that side of the handle out of this clip, and that makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of the condor bag. Mod number one. The second modification I've made is on the lid, and basically involves these two cutouts here, again using a Dremel tool and some grinding wheels, basically to allow a pot hanger to be attached to the pot, so you can suspend it from an overhead pot hanger, either a piece of cut timber or whatever you want. So I'll bring on to mod number 3. Okay, these are just some crocodile clips that I had spare from my RC model aeroplane flying days, with a bit of old bicycle brake cable. And basically what I've done there is I've crimped and soldered, or soldered as you Americans say, soldered the wire onto the crocodile clips there so that you can attach them. Like so. And then the lid then, because of these cutouts, can just go on there like that. It does go, there you go. And allows the pot to hang freely. One other method of suspending the pot would be to make another bail, again out of some brake cable, Just wrap it around there, like so. Suspend it with some chalky block material, and then have another wire going up like that and over the top and coming down across the side. But I went for this option. It seemed like the simplest way to do it. Right, this is the next piece of gear I've recently acquired. This is just a very cheap Chinese wood burning stove. It's probably about 4 inches square at the base and 3.5 inches square at the top. The problem that I've got is that the Stanley Cook Pot doesn't quite fit on its own. You can see it's tending to, unless you get it exactly spot on, it won't stand up on it. So rather than go for the option with tent pegs or steel bars or whatever, I went to the local hardware store and I got some 6mm wire mesh. I already had a bit of 1.5mm or 2mm, whatever that is, just some chromed wire, and I just made myself a little mesh stand. Goes on there like that. No problem with the stove now. This stove is primarily a timber stove, but you can obviously use a mess burner in there or a bit of hexi block or whatever. And what happens is it all fits into this nice little pouch, even the grate. So yeah, I thought that was a nice little mod, and I still have plenty of that wire left over for other bits and pieces should I need it.